Sound is God. I enjoyed music from when I was very little. My parents told me that I was singing more than speaking when kids start to speak. And I think it's because my parents were playing music in my house every morning. When I woke up, I was hearing this beautiful ragas and sometimes some old Bollywood, and like always music was in my house. My mother was learning also from a teacher. I used to accompany her. So music was like, and then whenever I used to sing, everybody would stop to do what they were doing, like sometimes drinking water and stop. So very young, I realized that music is powerful and me singing is powerful. Every mantra has a special power, and first I did not realize this. I used to just learn it from my guru, or when I was learning Sanskrit, the language, I was reading it. But more and more as I grew, there is a mantra called Sarva Mangala Mangalye, which means let's wish well for the whole of humanity. So it's a very strong mantra, and every time I sing it, every time I say it, I feel something very powerful inside me, because when you want something for you, it's okay, it's normal. But when you want something for others, when you pray something for the whole of humanity, it's a very strong energy that you receive after from the universe. I have felt this each time when I'm singing. I feel I'm singing for me, but I'm also singing so everyone can feel good, everyone can feel this power. And then what comes back to me as blessing, as prayer, is like जय काली कल्याणी खर्पदारिणी गिरिजा घनश्यामा चंडिका छत्रधारिणी गिरिजा. So this is like the Kali mantra, which is meant for fighting against violence, because Kali is a goddess. She comes when enough, like when it's she has to casse that connection, that relation, or that situation in a place. Kali has come means okay, it's finished now. Before that, the other god, okay, maintain, okay, compassion, but Kali, fini, two-way. Yogini raksha karni vidhansini jaya bhavani jaya Kali asura dalani mahishasur nashini girja devi jaya Kali himagiri jahingula kashmiri sharada rani jaya Kali काम रूप काम श्याम वैजु भक्त सुखकारिणी जय काली जय काली जय काली जय काली जय काली. It's me and it's me. I did did a lot of work for a lot of women NGO, ONJ in India. I did a lot of concert for motivating the women who were suffering from domestic violence in their homes in India. So when I used to say these mantras to them, they used to tell me later, oh, this mantra gave me a lot of power. I am saying no to injustice. So, yeah, I first used to question this a lot with my teachers, with my guru. And then when I see that some mantras are existing for the last 12 centuries and some mantras are existing which is being said in temples or by people who are studying history, then after some time you don't question it. You just have power of faith, because mantra is not just like in Sanskrit. Mantra can also be, I want to be amazing person, or I want to go to run every morning, and you say this to yourself, like that's a mantra, like it's not that it needs to be in an ancient language. The ancient language, some people, some priests, they made it easier, they made it refined, they made it in small words, big concepts in just small words. So then it becomes like a short mantra. Then when you say it, or when you read it, or when you receive it, then you say it a few times and maybe it helps. It's a very individual thing. It's not something that I can say, oh, this is good for you, this is it. You have to see when sometimes in life you're in a shit, and then you try this and see if it works. When I was born and I grew up in India, I was not believing so much, But I know sometimes when I'm not feeling good, then I start to think, okay, Shiva, take care of me, or Kali, give me some strength. I just say and see, and then the next day I'm better, So I don't want to fight so much. I don't want to think of myself to be too great or too big and to be, I don't know. I feel I am better when I am humble and when I surrender to something bigger without explanation sometimes, and just trusting ancient wisdom. And I believe in sound. Like sound is my God, sound is my religion, and music is a refined sound, refined frequency of sound. Noise is non-refined frequency, non-resonance, and music is resonance. So sound and silence, these are my two spaces to feel good in life. In our 12th century songs, Drupad, they say Naad hi Brahm, Naad hi Shiv, Naad hi Shakti, Naad hi Brahma. So Naad is another name of sound in Sanskrit. So the songs from that time is saying sound is Brahma, sound is Vishnu, sound is Shiva, sound is Brahma. So I'm like, maybe I like that. For me, sound is God. Because when I see what I do with my sound and see what happens to the people, I'm like, wow, this is great power. Thank you to be with me, because I feel I have some purpose in this life. So sound can be God. Sound can also be a way to reach God if there is another God. But when we talk about Shiva, when we, they say the God is not outside. Shiva means stillness. Shakti means energy. So if you can bring Shakti and Shiva inside of you, Shiva is the masculine energy, Shakti is the feminine energy. If we can balance the feminine and the masculine, then we are reaching God inside.
Suryakoti samaprabha niravignam kuru me deva Vakratunda mahakaya Suryakoti samaprabha niravignam kuru me deva sarvakareshu siddhaya Vakratunda mahakaya
Right now I am believing in Pachamama. Because I am from India, and there are so many gods and goddesses already, and I was always questioning it, but I was always seeing the beautiful way some people were praying. So I'm like, okay. But one day when I bought my Bol Tibetan and I go to sleep in the night, I hear the sound of the bowl and I hear one melody. And I don't know what is Pachamama. It was 15 years ago or 20 years ago in India. So I asked my mother, who is Pachamama? Is there a goddess? No. And Pacha means a bum in Indian, my language, So it's like, you think I have a big bum, Pachamama? And I said, no, I don't say this. And I look on Google, and then I found out who is Pachamama. And then it's Mother Earth. So I was like, wow, I mean, maybe she came in my dreams, and then maybe that's my God for now, my goddess for now, that I have to sing for her and bring back love for the planet.
Pachamama